As you know, each class they choose someone in the class they feel is a leader. Over the 3 weeks, they get many opportunities to speak, whether it's through policies or legacies, through role plays, or question-answer times or discussions, and they get to hear one another, and they pick someone who they feel is a leader they want to represent them today and give the final legacy. From this class, from One Day Wing E Outbound, Kelsey Wright.
Thank you, Laura. As you all can see, I'm going to be a much better speaker than I was a dancer in that video, I promise. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for being with us and showing your support tonight. I've selected excerpts from our legacy book to share with you. In the long journey to date, the most important discovery I made was one that I came upon early. I found that I could not hope to accomplish anything worthwhile alone. That is not to say that I have lacked self-reliance, but self-reliance and a sincere desire to give full value to the opinions of others have given me confidence that anything jointly decided upon would be successful. When a basic principle is developed by logical thinking, sponsored by integrity and clearly defined, faith in the proposition is almost sure to follow. And where faith is strong enough, almost anything seems possible. Complete faith in certain definite principles is the very foundation of our business, United Parcel Service. Most of the principles, which we like to refer to as company policies, were slowly developed. It is hard to pinpoint at any one of them as the product of a single mind. In fact, some of them are now basic policies are the result of hundreds of hours of thinking and discussions among dozens of people. Who will the leaders be? They will be individuals who now, today, are forging ahead, not spectacularly or with fanfare, but modestly and quietly. They are plain, simple people who are doing their best on their present jobs with us, whatever those jobs happen to be. Such people will not fail when we are called for bigger things. It is for them, our successors, to remember that all the glamour, romance, and success of our business at any stage of existence must be the product of years resulting from the work of many devoted people. And there can be no glamour, no romance, no truly great success unless shared in by all. And that leads me to one of the most important messages which I can give you tonight. If you who now occupy positions halfway up the ladder can understand how hard it is to find people who can make the rest of the climb, you will put yourself through a strict course of training and mental discipline, which will condition you to climb the rest of the way. And if, while you are building yourself up, you will try to search out and build up the capable people under you, if you will help them up those lower rungs of the ladder vacated by you, you will have accomplished one of the prime objectives of these conferences. We are trying to build people. There are opportunities ahead for those who are made of good stuff. Throughout these past 3 weeks, my fellow FSTS supervisors and I have learned an abundant amount of meaningful information from the history of our company to the breakdown of the fundamentals of our job as management members. We have had many knowledgeable speakers who taught us various components of what makes a leader through their presentations, activities, and their semi-stressful role plays. These presenters shared their knowledge with us so that we may be better equipped if and when the time comes to apply what has been taught and practiced outside the FSTS classroom walls. There was something to realize through each individual lesson and discussion. Each one of these presenters did not share their knowledge with us out of hopes to get recognized here tonight or later on, but instead to strengthen us as UPS frontline supervisors. We are a team as a whole, no matter the position you hold in the company. As the one of the excerpts I selected illustrated, there is a ladder of achievement in management, and everyone must fill the lower rungs as they continue to climb. Positions must be filled, and to do that, we must have people to fill them. People drive UPS, and that has been a constant factor in all we do since our founding in 1907. Without people, we would not have customers. Without customers, we would not have the business. During his discussion with us last night, Jason Foote mentioned something that resonated with me. Our shell is empty without our people. As many of you have experienced before, there's a true emptiness in these buildings without the loudness of the operation. These buildings hold nothing but miles of conveyor belts and metal parts if there are no people to fill them. If you arrive in the time of this quietness, there's a truth to be heard. Throughout what we may experience during our night-to-night operation, we each contribute in bringing a package to our customers throughout the world. From simple things like a few bottles of hot sauce you bought on Amazon to life-changing experiences such as kidneys, surgical equipment, and medicine. These life-altering products would not be delivered without each one of us in this room and our people in the buildings that surround us. Our in-class discussions with one another have revealed our first intentions of coming to work for UPS. Many of our speakers have shared their original plan when they began working here, most mentioning they never thought they would be where they are today 5, 10, 15, and even 20 plus years ago. Each one of us has a story of what got us here and how the original plan may have gone off script at some point or another. Upon learning each person's story of how long and where they have been in the company, I wondered what made them stay. I looked upon myself to ask the same question, and then I put myself in my employees' shoes. Who have they come across that made them feel like they bleed brown? Who has held them to their highest standard, celebrated their accomplishments, and recognized their contributions to the work group? Each one of us has a heavy responsibility as management personnel, and it is to take care of our people. For us as frontline supervisors, that means more than being a supervisor, but to be a true leader. We must keep our people accountable and care for each and every one of them. In doing so, they stay safe as they carry on their duties and roles here as employees, while also feeling a sense of accomplishment in themselves and their work, and pride in what UPS has to offer. Good management is your worthiness to have and hold the confidence with others, as Jim Casey put it. From readings from our company policy book and legacy book, I have realized that the people that make up our company held a high place for our founders. As I look upon those who sit at this table and the management I have had the honor of meeting, I see this value reflected in those most caring and successful. I hope that each one of us takes what we learned the past 3 weeks and applies it efficiently to the nightly operation. I hope we keep ourselves accountable and find those who will help along the way. Even if we do fail, we take a step back and question what could have been done differently. We ask for help from others around us and come up with a solution that is most effective and sensible. And if not, we try again. We keep this process going, never being closed-minded of who to ask or what to try. I hope that even on our hard nights, we keep the people who make up UPS in mind and in our actions. As Jim Casey said it best, determined people working together can do anything.